Arthur was an adventurer with muscles, scars, and a confidence level that could make dragons roll their eyes. He had slain ogres, arm wrestled trolls, and once survived an all-you-can-eat contest against a dwarf named Thorgr the Bottomless. But today, his greatest foe awaited, a puddle. Well, technically a shimmering magical pond, but still a glorified puddle. He'd been chasing a runaway treasure map through the enchanted forest when he tripped over a root, yelled something heroic like, "Oh, come on," and tumbled straight into the glowing water. He expected a splash, maybe a frog in his boot. Instead, the pond made a sound like meow as he sank, bubbles swirling pink and sparkly like someone poured glitter into the laws of physics. When he finally surfaced, sputtering and coughing, the first thing he noticed was his reflection. Why do I have ears? Not human ears, furry ears, cat ears, twitching ones, on top of his head, and his hair long, fluffy, and silvery white, cascading like a shampoo commercial. His voice came out higher, cute even, which freaked him out more than the tail currently swishing behind him, like it had a mind of its own. Nope, nope, nope. This is not happening. I'm not a cat girl. I'm not at my hands or small. He stared at his delicate fingers, then at the two new additions on his chest. Okay, that's new. That's heavy. Oh gods. I've been gender magicked. He tried standing, but his balance was all off. His tail flicked every time he got nervous, which at this point was every second. A butterfly landed on his ear, and he accidentally purred. Purred. Oh no, it's contagious. I'm becoming adorable. Just then, his party burst through the clearing, his best friend Gregor the Barbarian, Ellen the Mage, and Toby the Thief. Arthur, we thought you drowned. Gregor shouted, only to stop mid-sentence. Who's the hot cat girl? Arthur's eye twitched. It's me, you idiot. No way, Toby whistled. You actually look kinda cute. Shut up before I claw your face off. She hissed, then blinked. Wait, I just said claw. Why do I keep saying cat stuff? Ellen smirked, flipping through her spellbook. Ah, the Pond of Perfection. Legend says anyone who falls in is reborn as their true inner self. Apparently, Arthur, your soul is a sassy cat girl. I'm not sassy. She protested, hands on hips, tail flicking dramatically. See, Ellen said, grinning. Classic catgirl denial. Gregor leaned in, squinting. You sure you don't want to stay like that? You'd get free drinks in every tavern between here and the capital. Gregor, I swear to the gods, if you say one more word, I will scratch your eyes out. Oh no, I'm hissing again. Toby started laughing so hard he fell on his butt. Arthur stomped her barefoot, tail puffing up like an angry raccoon. This isn't funny. I can't go back to town like this. What am I supposed to say? Hey everyone, I used to be a man, but now I'm a magical cat girl? Pretty much, Ellen said. Also, you're glowing. You might want to check your reflection again. Arthur looked down. Her new form shimmered faintly with magic. Her clothes had somehow turned into a fantasy JRPG-style outfit, short skirt, thigh-high boots, ribbons, and enough exposed midriff to make an armorsmith faint. Oh, come on, who designed this? She shouted. A squirrel nearby actually blushed. They tried to reverse it with magic. Ellen chanted a dozen spells. Gregor tried dunking her back into the pond. Maybe it's like shampoo, rinse, and repeat. And Toby threw a coin in and made a wish. Nothing worked. You're stuck like that, Ellen said finally. At least until the magic wears off, which could take, centuries. Arthur slumped onto a rock, ears drooping. Centuries? I can't be a cat girl for centuries. I have a reputation. People respect me. I drink ale and punch demons. Gregor shrugged. You could still punch demons. You just look adorable doing it. Not helping, she snapped, crossing her arms. Her tail thumped the ground with an irritated thwop, flop, flop. Oh great, now my emotions have a built-in mood indicator? Toby smirked. Could be worse. At least you didn't turn into a slime. Give me a day, Arthur muttered. Knowing my luck, I'll wake up as one. The party decided to continue their quest anyway. Arthur tried to maintain her dignity, but it wasn't easy. Every time she got startled, her tail puffed up. Every time someone scratched her behind the ears, by accident supposedly, she purred uncontrollably. Arthur, you're purring again, Ellen teased. I am not purring, I am just purr. Okay, maybe a little. Then came the worst part, her cat instincts. She started chasing butterflies during watch duty, climbed a tree to catch a bird, slept curled up in a sunny patch of grass. Once she got distracted by her own tail. This is humiliating, she groaned, dangling upside down from a tree branch while Gregor tried not to laugh. You say that, he said, but you look like a character from one of those magical adventure comics. If this were a comic, I'd sue the artist. Ellen laughed. Look on the bright side. You've become a legend, the great catgirl heroine of Eldoria. I'm going to claw that name off every tavern sign, she muttered. But deep down, she had to admit her new form did have some advantages. Her reflexes were insane, her senses sharper. During a goblin ambush, she sliced through them with speed she never had before, leaping and flipping like a parkour-trained feline goddess. Okay, she said, panting. Maybe this body's not that bad. Told you, Toby said. Embrace your inner fluff. Say that again, and I'll shove this tail up your nose. They camped near a waterfall that night. Arthur sat staring at her reflection again, ears drooping. I miss my old self, she whispered. Then she caught herself tilting her head in the reflection, eyes glinting golden in the moonlight. Although, I'm kinda cute. Talking to yourself again? Ellen teased, walking up. Yeah, Arthur sighed. Trying to figure out if I'm losing my mind or just embracing the madness. A little of both, Ellen said. But hey, at least you're still you. Just furrier, Arthur chuckled, tail swishing softly. You know what? Fine, I'll deal with it. I'll be Arthur the Catgirl Adventurer. Slayer of demons, champion of fluff, protector of scratching posts. That's the spirit. But if anyone calls me Kitty again, I'm stealing their rations. The next morning, she woke up with Gregor snoring, Toby drooling, and Ellen already brewing tea. The birds were chirping, the sun was warm, and her tail was wrapped comfortably around her leg like a blanket. Okay, she mumbled, stretching with a yawn that ended in a mule. Maybe being a cat girl isn't so bad. As long as nobody ever finds out I used to be a dude. Behind her, Toby grinned, holding a sketch pad. Too late. I'm totally selling this story to the taverns. Arthur's scream echoed through the forest as she chased him tail puffed, claws out, ears flattened. And somewhere, deep in the magical pond, a faint meow rippled through the water. Almost like the pond itself was laughing.